Coming right up, they know each game presents a test of physical endurance, of mental focus, and their ability to match up against any style of play. And that challenge is right ahead. Coming up next on 2K Sports. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And Houston, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thank you, Kevin. This summer, 2 lottery picks, Jalen Green and Jonathan Kuminga, were drafted, not out of college, but off the G League's Ignite team for top prospects. They developed, got exposure, and made 6 figures in the process. Green said it's a new route, and we're already seeing other talents following in their footsteps. Guys?
Good story, DA. Thanks. And the kind of game fans love to watch, Greg. 2 offensive teams going head-to-head.
And the rules today favor offense, and that's why league-wide scoring continues to rise.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Thompson, Chambers out there with Winslow, and there's Jackson, and for Houston.
Go.
Here's Chambers. Outside Jackson. It's rebounded by Houston. And so here is Houston. He's covered by Thompson. For the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Winslow, the pass to Thompson. Pass to Chambers. Fires the 3. He can't get it to go. About a minute played so far here in the first. Here's Booth. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Dishes to Jackson. Here's Chambers. Good on the 13-footer.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
For 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And he pulls off the Houdini to fake that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
Pass to Hernandez. Good on the 3-point shot.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Here's Chambers. There's the pass to Jackson. The 11-footer. No good. Shot missing. And it's Houston the other way.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure. Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Drops in the layup for 2.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And here's Winslow. Pass to Chambers. Just 5 on the clock. Over Booth. Chambers can't make the basket. For Houston, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Booth covered by Winslow. Here's Hernandez. No good on the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Passes it to Chambers. Outside Jackson. No good from outside. Houston in the lead. Pass to Hernandez. The jump hook. That one a little long. Thompson outside. Driving in. And the pass to Chambers. Jackson with the screen. From downtown. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And for Houston, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. And the rejection by Jackson. Thompson outside. Pass to Chambers. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season.
The percentage each of these teams shot was just outstanding. I mean, that's a result of unselfishness and great offensive rhythm.
And Houston calls their first timeout of the game. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple years where I had no desire at all to see where I...
Houston moving it around. Tatum kicks to Towns. Passes to Gordon. Pulls it from the elbow. Rebounded by Jackson. Gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Pass to Kaman to stop the drought. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And for Houston, they're shooting a lonely 30% to start this game out. Tatum against Parker. It's deflected. Stolen by Jackson. A 3-ball. And no good. So Houston will take it the other way.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Defended by Jones. And Jones sends it back. Tatum against Parker. He dishes it to Jones. Now here's Kamen. Not a lot of room. Now the pass to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. There's Parker with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Now Gordon. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Jones. First personal foul, first team foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Thanasis Gordon. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Gordon. Gordon hits both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Out to Parker. The 3. Hands it from downtown. Parker's got 6 points.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Gordon. The tray. 1 quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far. They're up by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere.
Get ready for the Dip Squad.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Trailing by 2.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just 2 powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. They've got Jones. Thompson is out there with Chambers. And it's Nix in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Towns. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Defended by Towns. Lets it go from deep. He's off on that one. And it's Houston the other way.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Pass to Chambers. Thompson, a screen on Gordon. Here's Chambers. Buries the 20-footer. Chambers got his second bucket of the night. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And Jones sends it back. And they get it back. 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Gordon's got the lead up to 3 now for Houston.
It's time for T-shirts. Get ready for the Dip Squad.
And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago.
And it's no secret that both of these teams rely heavily on the three-point shot. That was the case last year. Look at those numbers.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Passes it to Chambers. Tries it from the top of the key, and it comes off the front of the rim. Houston leading by 3. Outside Gordon. Towns sets the pick for Gordon. Got a piece of it. And they'll get another chance. Three-pointer. That doesn't go either for Gordon.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Pass to Jackson. Over Gordon. He drains it from the right block. Jackson's got his first bucket of the night. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Gordon against Chambers. And every year we see, Greg, some incredible comebacks. What distinguishes in your mind those with the resilience to battle back?
I think it starts with a belief and desire. And the great ones truly hate to lose.
Tatum, he's checked in for Gordon. Booth, defended by Chambers. Tries from 7. It's blocked, and they get it back. Towns, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Out to the right wing, to the middle. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Tatum looking around. Off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball.
Checking in for Houston, number 7, Hernandez.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 5.
Here's Booth. It's good on the putback.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Which loudest section wants a T-shirt? Get ready for the Dirt Squad!
The dish to Tatum. Houston moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot. Another miss by Houston. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Kicks it to Kamen. Shoots the three. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
The pass to Hernandez. Over Parker. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Hernandez, looking to end the run. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Passes it to Keenan. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
.115 left here in the second. Outside Tatum. To the inside. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's Parker following the score by Houston. Jackson with the screen. Out to Parker. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Parker's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside Tatum. Over Kamen. Tatum no good. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Kamen with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jackson with the screen. He takes it in. The shot, no good. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
With the score,
Up by 10. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Ball movement was a real factor for them on offense. They played unselfishly with patience. Guys got shots in their favorite spots. When you get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Houston trails by 10. Pass to Hernandez. Guarded by Jackson. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Thing has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. We've got Chambers. Also, Winslow out there. Jackson is out there with Thompson. Jackson passes to Chambers. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
And for Houston. To the wing on the left. There's the three. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 9.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Chambers out there with Winslow. And there's Jackson. Then it's Thompson. Here's Chambers. The screen from Thompson. Chambers kicks to Winslow. Shot clock at 3. Nice move. It's deflected. And for Houston. And the rejection by Jackson. The pass to Chambers. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Got a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile 1 block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite
the lineup for Houston.
Art Towns, Thanasis Gordon.
Winslow wide open. He fires. It's good from long range. Winslow's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Houston moving it around. Pass to Hernandez. Here he goes. It's blocked. On the wing, Winslow. Defended by Towns. Winslow dishes to Thompson. Inside. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Hernandez. Covered by Winslow. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hernandez. Off target from three-point range.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Chambers the pass to Jackson. Winslow with it. Out to Thompson. Here's Chambers. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Chambers got 7 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Gordon. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution for the away team. Knicks.
Gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that
away
rhythm.
Team.
Fans, the loudest section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. Get ready for the Dance Squad.
Tatum, he's checked in for Houston. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams.
You love when you get these two teams together. Just an absolute shootout because both of them can put up a ton of points.
So it's the visitors now. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul. Clark, the NBA is supporting those players who use their platform for change. In 2021, the NBA created the new Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award.
Yeah, that sends a really powerful message because those who have followed the career of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was my idol as I was growing up, know that he not only performed at the highest level between the lines, but he has always been a voice and an activist for social justice, for education, for doing what's right and decent. His career outside of basketball clearly embodies what being about human rights is all about. So that's a really powerful message and one that I'm glad to see the NBA put forth.
Now here's Kaman. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. The 19-footer is on the money. Kaman's got his second basket of the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
They could use a bucket. And Jones sends it back. To the paint, here's Thompson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Thompson's got his first basket.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
T-shirt time! Get ready for the dance squad!
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's the screen. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Thompson right side. There's the lob to Jackson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Here's Booth. Another miss by Houston.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Gordon against Thompson. Passes it to Nix. Clock at 6. He kicks it to Jackson. Here's Miles. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Gordon. To stop the run. The shot comes out.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our... And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. These guys have had some good motion on offense. High statistic.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
They've got Winslow. He's out there with Chambers. Thompson is out there with Jackson.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And Thompson kicks to Winslow. Pass to Chambers. Clark, between the draft and free agency and big mid-season trades, it feels like we rarely see the same team twice season to season.
Yeah, guys move around quite a bit, more so than in the past, Kevin. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad. It's certainly different. I tend to lean towards guys staying in the same place longer. That would be my personal preference, but the landscape has shifted and changed, and it's overall probably a positive thing for the players.
Shooting for Houston, Booth.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. No good on the second free throw. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Wasted no time on that one.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
And there's the pass to Keeman. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
Pass to Sanders. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bullard. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Bullard's got his first 2 points of the night. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And it's Kaman missing. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Pass to Bullard. 3-pointer. And Jones pulls it down. Gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. Pulls it up. And it's Kaman missing. And for Houston, they're shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Pass to Towns. Back to Sanders. Towns up top. Here's Booth. The 3-pointer, no good. Certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Here's Chambers. Kicks it to Kaman. The pass to Chambers. And a miss there on the triple. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Towns. Here's Bullard. Towns, the screen. Over to the wing. Here's Sanders. Off target with his three.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Chambers. Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
Misses from close range. Gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And here is Kamen. Passes it to Chambers. Launches it. No good that time. And it's Houston the other way. Now Sanders. Houston moving the ball around. Driving inside. They get it again. And the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. 1:52 left in the game. Pass to Chambers. The three. It's rebounded by Houston. Dishes to Sanders. Outside, Towns. And the layup's good off the glass.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
At 52% from the field. They're clicking. Kamen passes to Chambers. Back to Kamen. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest. And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. That's tipped, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
The away team.
So both teams changing it up here. Off the inbound pass, and that one drops.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And Houston again with the bucket.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
.23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Nix. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. As we end with the New Balance Player of the Game.